Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring... This one out. The first drive will start at the 25. His first carry of the game. That's got the first down and then some. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on
that time on the outside. Pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
First down.
Here's McDonald to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Jaguars.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Balaj. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease, and bursts through it for a solid gain.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
4-yard line.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
On the play. First down, Jaguars.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Chargers nothing.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's McDonald. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald by, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And Lambeau will put this one through And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their own. And now the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
A fumble on the play.
So good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
Toss play to Melange. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. McDonald's back. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1 yards. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. McDonald. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Balazs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald will set up the screen to Balazs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, he's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
First down, Jacksonville.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go right back to Mack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with Harris. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
There's still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
He completes this one to Mack. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. They'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
And goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. It's out, it's loose, and the Jags grab it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Chargers 7.
To throw on second down. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Again, it's Milage, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Mack. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Mack, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Mayfield now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, McDonald. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Jaguars.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, McDonald trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
And at the 32-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Mayfield. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's complete. Henry. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mayfield off the play fake. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Mack. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The field goal does doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Jacksonville, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And now we'll wait to see what the future holds for them this January. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.